Looked at the
Yeah, tell them who
BGG
you are.
10 for 10. Just gonna start over. I'm ruining it. Hi everybody and welcome to Amera Trash Talk. I'm May.
I'm Josh.
And this should be our first long video that's not the intro video. So, we looked at the BGG 10 for 10 challenge and picked 10 games that we are going to play in 2021 10 times. So the crux of the challenge is that you pick 10 games from your current collection and you try to play them 10 times so that you get a deep dive into the games that you own versus always playing something new over and over and over. Now, I understand that everybody may not have 10 games in their collection, so some supplements you could do when doing this would be to share games with friends that also have board games, or once COVID is over, a nice board game cafe where you might be able to rent games so that you have played 10 games 10 times. Or, alternatively, you could make it 5 games.
5 times.
5 times.
If you want to keep that balance.
Yes.
You know, or if it's something where you have an expansion, maybe you play the base game 10 times and then the base game with the expansion 10 times, you know, to really see which way you like it more. So, the way we did is we each picked 5 because we're going to make the other one play our games with us or together. So, you want to talk about some of yours?
Sure. So my first game that I would like to play 10 times this year is Everdale. They just put out a collector's edition of this game. It is a worker placement engine building game.
Did they just put it out?
I think so.
I think we just heard about it.
We just heard about it either way. Even if they didn't just put it out, we just heard about it. And I really like this game for the cute art and the mechanics. So my first pick was Everdale.
And mine, in no particular order, it's just on the top of the stack, is Harry Potter Death Eaters Rising. We got this game late last year, honestly just because we were in the game store and we had seen the Batman Who Laughs Rising DC one, and we got some other comic book themed games and stuff, so I thought the mechanics looked cool, but I didn't want another DC comic booky game. And then we saw this and we didn't have a Harry Potter game, and I thought, well, we'll give it a shot. And I cannot explain how much I love this game for very silly reasons, but I'm just any excuse to get this to the table 10 times. Honestly, I hope that we play it more than 10 times next year or this year, but that was my first pick.
And it's the only cooperative game on the list, so that probably tells you a lot about us.
Is it?
I think so. My next game is Bunny Kingdom. Because Bunny Kingdom.
Go from co-op to hate drafting.
Yes, so in 2-player Bunny Kingdom, you technically hate draft, and it's area control with a grid system. You use cards, and you put your bunnies, adorable little bunny meeples, in these different kingdoms to try to build the biggest fiefs, or that's what they called in this game.
Fiefs or fiefs. I
Fiefs
don't
or
know how you
fiefs.
pronounce it.
It's got adorable artwork, cute bunny meeples, and it's really fun. So
I think it's Fife.
Fife.
Like Feifel.
Fifi.
My next one in the stack is Agricola by Uwe Rosenberg. I'm sure that people are familiar with Agricola. This is a game that actually she picked at the store because she saw the sheeples.
Sheeples!
I thought it was going to be dumb. I was like, I do not want to play a game about farming. But about halfway through my first game of this, I really, really enjoyed it. I would have said it was my favorite game for a long time, but it's not one. How long has it been since we played this?
Probably like 2017.
Yeah, it's been a couple years since this one's at the table, so I think it's time to get it back on the table, and I'm excited to play Agricola.
Okay, moving back to me. Another Uwe Rosenberg game.
Oh, it is, isn't
I
it?
didn't realize that it was also Uwe Rosenberg. New York Zoo. New York Zoo is a polynomial tile laying game that has flameeples, so that's what I have to say about that. This was one of the very few 2020 games that we bought that were like published in 2020, so I'm excited to get it to the table some more. Yeah. New York Zoo.
This next one is kind of a multi-part thing, so I just grabbed one of the boxes. So it is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shadows of the Past. It's really, I think IDW, what do they call it? Their Adventures Universal system. So we got this one, and I am a pretty big Ninja Turtles fan. I backed the Kickstarter for Changes Constant and City Fall a few years ago, and we are about halfway through this box at this point. But I put this on the list honestly to kind of force us to. I really want to get to City Fall. That's one of my favorite comic book stories. So I'm really excited to get through this. I have a very poor record at this so far against the bad guys. So, but it's been super fun so far, and eventually maybe paint the meeples and pimp this game out a little bit.
You call them meeples? Miniatures?
Miniatures. There's no meeples in here. It's the one thing that wasn't in any of the Kickstarters was meeples.
My number 4 game is Scoville by Tasty Minstrel Games, where you are a pepper farmer and you're making chilies and all kinds of things. And if you think you don't need a game about pepper farming, you do.
You do.
It's a really fun game. It's actually longer than you would think, and there's a lot of like crossbreeding and different things. This was on our list to buy, at least for me, for a long time, and we couldn't find a copy of it. And Josh got it for me for my birthday, maybe not this year, but the year before. So, excited to play Scoville a couple more times.
If she hadn't put this on her list, I would have taken something off of mine and put it on my list. So, now, so we kind of got a theme to the last 3. That's not intentional. That's just how we stacked the boxes. But
it's just how we buy our games.
My 4th one is Tapestry, which is a Stonemaier game. We got this. It's been back in November. One of the game stores that we go to was moving, and I had looked at this game for months, and honestly just didn't want to pull the trigger because big box, big price tag, and we weren't getting a lot of games to the table. But they put it on sale because they were moving. We bought it. We played it New Year's Day. This is technically the first game we've played of 2021.
It was the first game we played in 2021.
And I love it. And I just think it's one of those games that is really going to benefit from multiple plays because you'll understand the systems more and really be able to dig into it. So excited to play this one more.
All right, my last game is also a Stonemaier game. And it is my favorite game, so it gets to be on the list, is Wingspan. And for those not familiar with Wingspan, it is also a worker placement, engine building, tableau building. And you essentially are collecting beautiful bird cards. We just ordered an expansion. It just hasn't. We ordered the Oceania expansion, but it hasn't come in yet. So
there's been something with shipping lately, like this last year. I don't know what.
It's like something's
been going on. I don't know.
So Wingspan by Stonemaier Games, or published by Stonemaier Games.
And then the last one, keeping with the theme, this is what I would consider my current favorite game, and actually is Scythe, also by Stonemaier Games. We kickstarted this back. This was one of the first Kickstarters we did, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. And this is my favorite game. I love this game. I have the app on my phone. I play it on lunch and stuff all the time. I put this on the list because I really want her to play it more.
I'm really bad at it.
She's not bad. She just hasn't played a lot. So I'm trying to remedy that. But I will say with some of these, and this one especially, this one and probably Everdale, I want to play this 10 times, but some of those plays will probably be the Rise of Fenris expansion, and with Everdale, we've got the Spirecrest expansion, which we like, and we'll probably mix it up. But that is my 5th one.
So we're actually recording how we're playing these games we made a free printable for you and your own if you want it. It's linked in the description. So you just print it, write your games. I'm going to obviously redo ours because there's a thing there. And we just put our initials in the hexagon – next to it after there's a playthrough, because hexagons are bestagons. And then And then over down here, we're going to put who won the most out of the 10 for 10 challenge, which obviously the Harry Potter Death Eaters Rising doesn't count for a win for each of us.
Well, if I picked it, so it counts as a win for me. If we win. Yep.
It doesn't.
It does.
So we hope you enjoyed hearing our 10 for 10 challenge. Please comment in the chat what your games for your 10 for 10 or 5 for 5 or whatever are going to be.
And more importantly, let us know if something changes about your opinion of these games as you play them 10 times, because that's really what I'm looking forward to. Is, I really enjoyed Tapestry. We've played it once though. Does a deep dive? Does it hold up to 10 plays? And really kind of digging in. Agricola. It's been a while since I've played it. If I play it 10 times this year, do I still love Agricola? Like I think I love Agricola. That's kind of what I'm excited about for all of these is. How do I feel about these 10 games? Because these are 10 games that we both really enjoy. How do we feel about them after we've played them 10 times this year?
So we'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe.
You'll see us, we don't see. It's not both ways.
What are all the things they say? Ring the notification bell.
Click it.
And follow us on Instagram at AmeriTrashTalk.
She does funny stuff there.
Well, kind of. We'll see you then. Bye.